Hello, viewers of Mr.Who reviews. Today we're on Stargirl, The Reckoning. And this is the series finale of Stargirl. So, the very last episode, and I'd say with what the last episodes of the series are like, this one's just pretty good. And this one actually starts off by showing Icicle and Dragon King from the end of season 1, resurrecting Sylvester Pemberton's body, and just gotta put the Ultra Unite's brain in it. And then after that, Courtney and the other members of GSA and uh, Barbara just question why Sylvester uh, had been giving him some bad advice. And I still try to convince his son to just get Courtney and her friends to meet him somewhere, and saying that the Ultra Unite killed Pat. I do like a little bit of banter that Grandma High School and Grandpa High School have, since they know what their son is doing, but the grandfather is against it while the grandmother is for it. Ugh. And when the Jedi actually shows up, and uh, Courtney hears that Pat's dead, she doesn't really believe it. Good thing, since Pat does show up in a stripe. Yeah, later on he said he actually got out thanks to a little trick that Spencer taught him when his very first enemy, I think his name Mr. Weird, uh, kidnapped him and that. So, mm. And yeah, it's just some good fighting, and there's a kind of good scene where Beth and Grandpa Icicle don't want to fight, and they're trying to figure out how to stop fighting, but Grandma Icicle just mocking her husband and wanting him to kill the kid, but actually killed herself by just dropping a car, actually about dropping a car on herself. Yeah. And yeah, the fight between Sylvester of Reunite and Pat is kind of good. It gets a bit better after Courtney took back staff. Yeah, see, here's that done reason the staff war for uh, Sylvester Unite because he believes it should. That's a good way to get it back, but they did it. Oh yeah, and with the All Stars team, Yakeem actually wishes for wishes to keep Sydney safe. Might not be about like a proper wish, but it's something that it's a wish I believe with heart. And the turn up the genie that turns Dragon King into a stuffed gorilla. Yeah, and I think that greatness does a good job with singing. Mm. And with the fight between Courtney, Icicle, and Cameron, yeah, I don't know if what happened to Icicle when he just turned like a ice spirit or something is supposed to imply that he's going to reform or something. And yeah, I think Cameron just had enough of everything, since the only family he has that is his grandfather, and saying that he's going to get him some help and he's never come back. But, hmm. And just my closer, with some of the characters, like uh, Beth officially asked for her parents' help, and they gave just wanted to be her sidekicks. For Beth's dad wanted to be called the Bright Light or Nightlight or something, and her mom wanted to be called Hootie. Apparently, that was Dr. Nighter's wife's superhero name. But wasn't Hootie the name of Owlman's sidekick? Or that's just a joke? Uh, yeah, there's an evil version of heroes, so why not a good version of villains? Hmm. With Sylvester's body, Dr. Meyer saying that the Ultra like brain is basically brain dead. So they just have to find Sylvester's brain because they think Dr. Knight was probably a lying when he said just threw the brain out. They also seem so that Sylvester's brain in like a container in a evil lair on the mountain and just reliving the last thing it said before it got scalped. So yeah, and with Rick, he's able to go back to normal thanks to one of the limiter on the hourglass, and Grundy finally comes back. Dory's on full hands on his hand, but still. And Yolanda tries to make it up on the man by telling her the truth over the phone. I would have thought that would have been a face to face sort of thing, but And Cornetti gives the gambler's daughter the letter the gambler wrote for her, and she seems happy about it. And Cameron at the shows up and just wondering if Courtney can help him. And there's a fun scene in the uh, Whitmore or Whitmore Dugan house. Oh yeah, and I forgot about the scene where Pat and Barbara brought Mike to see his mother, and afterwards Mike actually calls Barbara his mother. So pretty good. Just I think it's just to show that both Courtney and uh, Mike to see there's their parents as their real parents. And there was a good scene with the Pat and Courtney with both of them saying they both hear what uh, the Sylvester Hume like said in the last episode to them. So pretty good. And then a few months time skip in Denmark, where Ice is roaming the streets and he steps on some Napoleon jelly and turns out the Artemis left it there and sets fire to it. Apparently, that type of jelly can get set even water on fire. Yeah, vengeance. Mm. Well, I think that the best part, one of the best parts of the episode, after the end, when there's a 10-year time skip with the Shade being a tour guide in the Justice Society Museum, which was used to be the headquarters. And those reveals a few stuff like Courtney becoming a Star Woman and Cynthia becoming a Dragon Queen. And just uh, Rick and Beck about to get hitched, and Simon Grundy actually joining this society and becoming well, probably a hero. And so does and Cameron taking the aliens icicle. I don't know if he should have took his dad's name, but maybe he's going to make the name a symbol of good instead of evil. But I don't know. And also mentioned a few other heroes in the show, and they do say that they did get Sylvester's brain back from his body, and that the SES saved or rescued the Seven Soldiers of Freedom from this cosmic villain. Yeah, I'd say that some of that stuff was, say, hints of characters or events they would have done if they got another season or two. So, yeah. And just when it seemed like they was done talking, a portal opens up and Jay Garrett, the Flash, actually appears saying that the society that needed and Courtney saying that the Shade is part of it as well. And it had been confirmed that Jay Garrett from the Flash is the same one from this Earth. So cool. Hopefully that means there'll be a crossover between the Flash and Stargirl. I just like to see the interactions between Courtney and Barry or Courtney and Kara, but I will see. And the screen turns black while the words never ending or something like that. It shows up. And it's true, as long as there's story potential or reboots, the story of some stuff never ends. A never ending story, you might say. Mm. Anyway, yeah, this is a good episode, and I really enjoyed the Stargirl series. I think it's nearly as good as the Flash, but I think it's better than some of the seasons of the Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, and maybe one or two things from Supergirl. But that's my opinion. I think the acting is great, and I just love hearing some old hero and villain stuff, and just seeing the JJ and Isay in a show just great. The JJ has been one of my favorite super teams, right up there with the Teen Titans or Titans, or maybe it's just like maybe a few versions of the Avengers. And I'm just at this point that they couldn't continue now. They could just did some magnificent with if they had some more series. Could have had an actual crossover with the Arrowverse at some point instead of a comic book version. Ugh, you know. And I'm impressed they were able to do 3 seasons of the show during COVID. It's good. And I think I might watch the new show, Justice Academy. I probably watched the first few episodes to see if it's any good. Maybe after the third or fifth episode, I decide if I want to keep watching. But hmm. I do hope the TV shows, whether it be cartoon or live action, are still good. And then next year to be a Legion of Superheroes anime movie, so hopefully that's good. And this is until next time. I'm Sue. Guys, later.